His Excellency Mr. C.B. George, Ambassador of India to Japan. To begin the program, I request His Excellency, Sir, to kindly deliver the opening remarks.
Good afternoon, everybody. Your Excellency, Mr. Kazuya Nakajo, Executive Vice President of JETRO, Mr. D.P. Wahlang, Honorable Chief Secretary, Government of Meghalaya, and my esteemed batchmate, Dr. Vijay Kumar, Commissioner and Secretary Tourism, Government of Meghalaya, Mr. Cyril Dego, Joint CEO, Meghalaya Investment Promotion Board, Secretary Government of Meghalaya, Mr. Sarvesh, Assistant Vice President, Invest India. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, a very good evening to you all. It's my honor and pleasure to welcome you all to this seminar dedicated to explore promising avenues of collaboration between India and Japan in the realms of trade and tourism, with a special focus on the opportunities for mutually beneficial partnership between Japan and the state of Meghalaya in the northeast of India. Friends, as you are aware, northeast region of India is emerging as a new frontier of India's growth. With abundant natural resources and young and dynamic workforce, it offers vast opportunities for trade and investment, making it an ideal destination to build strong economic ties and tap into its potential as a vibrant and commercial hub. Meghalaya, often referred to as the abode of the clouds, is renowned for its breathtaking landscapes, verdant hills, cascading waterfalls, and rich cultural heritage. The state offers promising investment opportunities with its wealth of natural resources, including forests, medicinal plants, and minerals. With a skilled English-speaking workforce, abundant agricultural and horticultural produce, vast mineral resources, and significant hydropower potential, Meghalaya stands out as an ideal destination for Japanese investment and collaboration. Recently, Honorable Chief Minister of Meghalaya, His Excellency Mr. Conrad Sangma, led a high-level delegation to Japan and also met with Miyagi's governor, His Excellency Mr. Yoshihiro Murai, and members of the Prefectural Assembly of Miyagi in Sendai. They held fruitful discussions on deepening ties between Meghalaya and Miyagi and explored opportunities for collaboration in tourism, culture, education, and human resource fields. I was very happy to discuss the progress of engagement between Meghalaya State and Japan with Honorable Chief Minister during his visit last time, and I look forward to further engaging with the leadership in Japan and in Meghalaya to see how we can further streamline and develop that collaboration. In agriculture, Meghalaya has already partnered with Japan's Yachts Corporation to promote shikate mushroom cultivation, enhancing farming techniques and boosting agriculture exports. Meghalaya has also initiated a program to train 3,000 nurses, medical professionals in Japanese language and healthcare skills, aiming to address Japan's healthcare workforce gap. Currently, 50 nurses from Meghalaya are already employed in Japan, with 500 more undergoing training. India's young and highly skilled workforce can be a valuable asset for Japanese industries. I am happy to share that during the visit to India recently, Honorable Speaker of the Japanese House of Representatives, Mr. Fukushiro Nukaga, he had announced a target of bringing 50,000 Indian professionals to Japan in the next 5 years, making a concrete proposal to achieve this target of having more Indian professionals to work in Japan. Dear friends, Japan is a key partner in economic development of India's Northeast. Through the India-Japan Act East Forum, we are advancing projects aimed at the regional economic modernization. I am confident that our collaboration will continue to grow in the months and years ahead. I warmly invite Japanese companies again to deepen their engagement with the Northeast and play a meaningful role in its progress and prosperity. I conclude by thanking each one of the participants who are present today. I'm confident that we will be able to exchange more information, valuable, useful information in this seminar, and it will open new opportunities, avenues for collaboration between Japan and the state of Meghalaya, strengthening further Japan-India partnership. Once again, thank you for joining. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I would now like to request His Excellency Mr. Kazuo Nakajo, Executive Vice President JETRO, will be joining us virtually for his remarks.
Next speaker is Nakajo.
Hello, can you hear me? Okay. What is this? All right. Honorable Chief Secretary, Mr. D.P. Warren, Government of Meghalaya, His Excellency Mr. C.B. George, Ambassador of India to Japan, Dr. Vijay Kumar, Commissioner and Secretary Tourism, Government of Meghalaya, Mr. Shiriru Duendu, Joint CEO, Meghalaya Investment Promotion Board, Secretary, Government of Meghalaya, Mr. Sarbash, Assistant Vice President of Invest in India, and other speakers and audiences, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Kazuya Nakajo, Executive Vice President of Japan External Trade Organization. As a supporting organization, I'd like to make a few remarks. Excuse myself, not be able to attend the seminar in person manner. I have a few commitments, and I am excusing was delivering my remarks in remote manner. The 7 northeastern states of India, they're called 7 sisters, and the place is blessed with the abundant natural resources. In this major industry of Meghalaya, as the ambassador delivered in his speech, is forestry and agriculture. But it is also known for its rich mineral resources, and which is also of the main industry in the state. Meghalaya is also located in geopolitically and geoeconomically important location, close to China, Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh, and Myanmar. It is likely to become increasingly important from the viewpoint of the supply chain between India and neighboring nations to the east. Ambassador C.B. George is always stating that the number of Japanese companies in India has to be increased tenfold from the current figure, which is 1,500 to 15,000. To achieve this, we recognize the importance of connecting ASEAN nations with India. The reason why I'm saying this is that Japan needs and ASEAN is now industrially or economically seamlessly connected. So it is taken as one economic zone. So this is not with the kind of trade systems, but also with the more kind of dense supply chain has created between Japan and ASEAN. As a result of this seamless seamless connectivity, the concentration of Japanese manufacturing industry in ASEAN countries. It is said that there are about 14,000 Japanese companies are active in the region, Southeast Asian region. So if it is connected to more Western regions, represented by India, the accumulation will naturally increase. And the connected region is said to be the land of prosperity. Also, as infrastructure development has been progressive, Meghalaya Bangladesh connectivity is likely to strengthen in the near future. So this is another connecting, can be another connecting corridor between Japan, Bangladesh, and northeastern state of India to the the current mainland of India. The 19-kilometer long Dhuburi-Ulhaso Bridge, connecting Dhuburi in the northeastern Indian state of Assam with Pulubari in Meghalaya, is under construction, and the Japanese government is also supporting this project with yen loans. By the completion of this bridge, connectivity from Bangladesh to not only Meghalaya, but also to Assam and Bhutan is expected to be strengthened, and Meghalaya is expected to become even more important as logistic hub in the near future. Development in the northeastern states of India is not open to any country, but Japan is permitted. I am pleased if Japan will continue to play an important role in infrastructure development and contribute to the development of Meghalaya by connecting its supply chain in the states and in the region beyond to the all India. Today, we are looking forward to hearing that all these speakers shared with us many of charms of Meghalaya. I expect that the participants will discover new business opportunities in Meghalaya through today's seminar. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your remarks. I now request Mr. D.P. Walong, Honorable Chief Secretary, Government of Meghalaya, will be joining us virtually from India to kindly address the audience.
Thank you. Very good afternoon to all the dignitaries who are present. His Excellency Mr. C.B. George, the Ambassador of India to Japan, who is also a close friend of mine, Mr. Kazuya Nakajo, who is the Executive Vice President of JETRO, Mr. Sarvesh, who is the Assistant Vice President of Invest India, my colleagues who have joined me today here in Shillong, Mr. Vijay Kumar, Commission Secretary of Tourism, and Mr. Cyril Dengdo, the Joint CEO of the Meghalaya Investment Promotion Board and Commission Secretary to the Government of Meghalaya. First and foremost, I would like to express my thanks and offer my greetings to all the representatives from the government of Japan, members of the diplomatic community, and also the industry leaders who are present in this video conference. India-Japan ties are anchored in mutual respect, democratic values, and a shared vision for economic cooperation and sustainable development. Meghalaya's high-level delegation, as mentioned by His Excellency, led by the Honorable Chief Minister Shri Conrad K. Sangma, visited Japan in April 2025 and met the members of the business community and undertook a number of site visits in Miyagi Prefecture. The meetings that took place in Miyagi has continued with between our government and the representatives there, and some of them are likely to fructify into something concrete in the coming days. As you are all aware, Meghalaya is a small state in the northeastern part of India. It is the land of clouds, known for its beauty and accompanied by beautiful sacred forest, captivating caves, and a vibrant tribal culture. A land that is now opening up with new aspirations and avenues for partnership. In tourism, our state is a land of unexplored beauty, unlimited possibilities, and we are blessed with breathtaking landscapes from the living root bridges, the crystal clear waters in the state, to the sacred groves of Mauplang and the vibrant festivals of our indigenous communities. Much of Meghalaya remains untouched by mass tourism, and we are looking to develop high-value, low-impact tourism that protects our ecology while providing world-class experiences to discerning travelers. In this regard, we see great potential for partnership with Japanese investors and hospitality brands, particularly in number one, eco resorts and wellness retreats. We had the opportunity of visiting such a resort when we were in Miyagi in the month of April. Second, adventure tourism infrastructure. Third, cultural heritage interpretation. And fourth, skill development for sustainable tourism. We welcome technical collaboration on sustainable design, waste management and tourism zones, and smart visitor management systems, all areas where Japan has world-leading expertise. In infrastructure, we are investing heavily on roads, on urban mobility, logistic hubs, and digital connectivity to unlock Meghalaya's full economic potential. Japan has already played a vital role in infrastructural development in the Northeast India through the support of JICA. And in Meghalaya too, we have benefited from JICA-based projects, especially in forest management and livelihoods. So is the case with the power sector, in which Japan has invested and partnered with our local agency here in Meghalaya. We now seek support to expand this engagement in the area of urban planning, resilient transport systems, and smart infrastructure. We are especially keen to collaborate on green urban infrastructure for New Shillong City, green energy, tunneling and bridge building technologies suitable for our hilly terrain, water supply and sanitation in rural and urban areas, and last mile connectivity for tourism circuits. Our aim is to build infrastructure that is not only modern but also climate resilient and context sensitive, and we believe Japan is an ideal partner to achieve this. As you are aware, 74% of Meghalaya's population is under the age of 35 years, and this demographic dividend has to be reaped to ensure a good partnership between the two countries. Nurses from Meghalaya have been placed in Japan and more are likely to travel soon. Opportunity for training and skilling youth in manufacturing, IT, hospitality, and language skills align with Japan's Technical Intern Training Program, TITP, is what we are looking at. I propose a Meghalaya Japan skill corridor as a pilot in the northeastern part of India. We are taking concrete steps to create a business-friendly environment. Our state offers a proactive single window investment facilitation mechanism, sector-specific incentives in tourism and infrastructure, and dedicated land banks and industrial zones. And most importantly, we have a governance system rooted in transparency and partnership. Looking ahead, our state welcomes Japanese companies as long-term partners in sustainable growth. We invite all of you to Meghalaya and co-create an environmentally responsive future together. Thank you to all our partners who are present here today, especially for anchoring this whole exercise, our Ambassador, His Excellency C.B. George. Arigato gozaimasu. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. We will now have 3 virtual presentations. I invite Dr. Vijay Kumar, Commissioner and Secretary Tourism, Government of Meghalaya, for his presentation.
We lost the football match very badly on Saturday. You don't know, we hit the goalpost 7 times. And they escaped with 7 extra goals.
Is our screen visible?
Stop news.
Okay. Thank you so much. Again, a very good afternoon, everyone. Our respected Chief Secretary, Shri D.P. Walang, our respected Ambassador, His Excellency Mr. C.B. George, all the other dignitaries who are joining this conference. A very good afternoon to you all and good evening for people in Japan. We'll straight, a lot has already been spoken about the natural beauty of Meghalaya and the various initiatives that we are doing with Japan. I'd like to place on record my gratitude to His Excellency Mr. C.B. George, the Japanese Ambassador. Next slide, please. Who has been very, very kind to Meghalaya, and as explained by our Chief Secretary, sir, we visited Miyagi, we visited many other places in Japan in April, which is very recently, and this is our a photograph from our meeting with the Miyagi governor. Next. Again, we have spoken about the strategic importance of the northeastern region. This very clearly shows how Meghalaya is very, very strategically located, and as a state, the state government under the leadership of our Chief Minister, we would like to take advantage of this strategic location and the many advantages we have. Next. This is a small, quick snapshot of Meghalaya state. Meghalaya state has a population of 3.8 million people. The economy, we are one of the smaller economies in India. We are a $6 billion economy. However, the recent growth rate of the state has been quite spectacular. We are growing at close to 12% in the recent past. Our big strengths are we are an education hub. There's a lot of natural beauty, high level of literacy, an English-speaking young population, and a strategic location along the BBIN corridor, and the investments that the state government is making. Next. This is the recent growth story of Meghalaya. As I already explained, the recent numbers in terms of the GSDP growth rate have been quite impressive, and Meghalaya is growing better than many other states of the country. So we feel this is the time for investments. This is the time to stimulate further growth to private sector investments. Next. We have a very clear strategy and vision for the next 10 years. In fact, the Honorable Prime Minister has set the goal of a developed country, Viksit Bharat, by 2047. In line with that, we have a long-term goal of a Viksit Meghalaya, the developed Meghalaya state by 2047, and also a state that is doing very well in many sectors by 2032. So we have both a short-term plan, a medium-term plan, and a long-term plan for growth. Next. So next. Just want to highlight a few of the similarities which has already been spoken about. India and Japan and Northeast India in general, Meghalaya in particular, share a lot of similarities. If we look at the architecture, the traditional houses in Shillong, which we call the Assam style architecture, is actually Japanese style architecture. So these the engineers from Japan were brought to Shillong to reconstruct the houses after the 1897 earthquake. So even today, there are at least about more than 100 beautiful buildings in Shillong city which follow Japanese architectural principles, and the use of bamboo is again very ubiquitous in our state. Next. Food and cultural similarities abound in terms of there's a very strong tradition of brewing rice-based alcohol similar to Japanese sake. Next. Cherry blossoms is again another thing. The left side image is from Meghalaya. And the right side image is also from Meghalaya actually. So these are the two images we have taken from Shillong, from Watts Lake, where we have cherry blossoms just like in Japan. Next. We also celebrate cherry blossoms. I think we are probably the only state in the country which has a very strong cherry blossom season. We have autumn blossoms in contrast to Japan, where the blossoms are in the spring. Our cherry blossoms are in November. It's a very unique feature, and we celebrate them in a very big way through organizing an annual cherry blossom festival where we do lots of music and celebration and a big tourist carnival. So last year we had Japan as a country partner, and we had about 40 artists and people from various walks of life from Japan who have come and participated in this celebration. Next. Next. So now moving to tourism itself. So tourism today, Meghalaya is a very, very beautiful state. It has a lot of tourism potential, but as pointed out by our Chief Secretary, it is still unspoiled, and there's a lot of locations which can be developed into high value tourism. We have today tourism contributes only about 5% of the GSDP of the state. We aspire to increase it to 10% in the coming years. So we're looking for a lot of investment. Next. So the strengths have been spoken about. This is a little snapshot. This is the image of the cleanest river in India as has been endorsed by the Honorable Prime Minister of India. So this is from Meghalaya. We have these kind of rivers. We have amazing waterfalls. We have very unique caves. We have the longest cave systems in the entire region. We have living root bridges. We have wildlife. So there are a range of attractions. Next. Again, as I mentioned, then in addition to those, festivals and culture, local tribal culture and culinary and heritage aspects are also a huge draw for Meghalaya. These are some of the images of our waterfalls and root bridges. We'll also show a glimpse of it in the video that we'll be presenting. But root bridges is a very, very important cultural legacy which is unique to Meghalaya. In fact, we have applied to UNESCO for the recognition of these root bridges as a World Heritage Site, which we hope will come soon. Next. These are caves again, which is very unique to Meghalaya. So long cave systems, which we feel would be of very high interest to high value Japanese tourists. Next. Unique cultural aspects, festivals, celebrating the various cultures of the state. They happen across from starting, there are some spring festivals, there are some that are celebrated in the autumn. So a range of festivals across the year. Next. In addition to the traditional festivals, we have a very vibrant music scene. Today, Meghalaya is being recognized as the music capital of India. We have lots of international artists. We in fact had even Japanese bands which came for our Cherry Blossom Festival. So we see a strong connection in music. Next. Food, again, lots of similarities with the meat being the most preferred form of food and rice. In fact, we recently got some of the local rice of Garo Hills tested, and it is similar to Japanese sticky rice. So we are exploring the possibility of marketing that to Japan. So there are lots of similarities in food and cuisine. Next. Again, adventure sports is a big draw in Meghalaya. Next. So Meghalaya, with all these trends, we are emerging as a tourism hub. Next. So if we see the map again, the Shillong city, around Shillong city, we are building 3 new hubs very close to the airport. Shillong also has one of India's most beautiful 18-hole golf course, and again we see that as a potential for high-value tourism, and we are building 2 hubs for tourism along with Shillong city, very close to the airport. Next. So this is Shillong's lake district, our own lake district. We call it Umiam. So we have a large lake and islands in the lake. Again, this is a little similar like we feel Matsushima. So we have been very privileged to go there when we were there in Miyagi. But we have our own lake district which we are developing. Next. So these are various land parcels. We have about 300 acres of land that is available around the lake. So we are inviting private sector investment to build more hotels, to build convention centers, to build art spaces in this location. Next. New Shillong is another node that we are creating. Even here, government has a huge amount of land. We are building New Shillong also as a cultural, educational and skilling hub. Next. So this is the plotting of the land that we have, and there's enough land that we are willing to allocate to private entities which are willing to invest. Next. So these are some of the list of the various PPP projects that we have in the pipeline, and we solicit private sector investment in this. Next. These are again some of the public sector investment projects that are happening. We are building a ropeway in Shillong city. We are building convention centers and various other infrastructure to basically make Meghalaya a very iconic tourism destination. Next. Next. So I'll conclude here. In conclusion, I'd like to reiterate, while Meghalaya has many sectors which are ripe for investment, tourism remains the prime sector, the #1 sector where investment is possible. So this is an opportunity to work with the Japanese investors or Japanese investors who have their offices in India, and we would like to expand. We'd like to grow in this sector, create job opportunities, and create value for the state. Thank you so much. Arigato.
Thank you, sir. I now invite Mr. Cyril Dingdo, Joint CEO, Meghalaya Investment Promotion Board, Secretary, Government of Meghalaya, for his presentation.
Mr. Nakajo, the Executive Vice President of JETRO, all the other dignitaries who have joined online and physically in Tokyo, our Commissioner and Secretary Tourism, Dr. Vijay Kumar, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be presenting on the other sectors of opportunity where there's a huge investment potential given Meghalaya's strengths. We have heard about tourism from Dr. Vijay. So I'll start straight away to the different sectors, which will cover from IT to ITES, to power, to agri, and food processing, to skilling and other such important sectors. The first sector, IT and ITES. Our biggest advantage, as has been pointed out by earlier speakers, is our young English-speaking population who are highly skilled. Taking advantage of this, we had built the Shillong Tech Park Phase 1, which is there on the top right-hand corner of the slide, which is already functional. Already 5 companies have employed almost 1,500 youth in this tech park, working on various sectors like AI and machine learning, data solutions, customer experience, BPO and other such industries. We are coming up with the Shillong Tech Park Phase 2, which will house another 3,000 capacity, including the Tura Tech Park. The advantage of this tech park is that it is only 45 minutes away from the Shillong Airport, which is being expanded currently. In another 2 years' time, we should be able to have large A320s and the Boeings land in the Shillong Airport directly. Right now, we are only 2.5 hours away from the Guwahati International Airport. So this is a huge sector which, because given our climate and our English-speaking population, we have a lot of potential to invite companies to invest in this sector, especially because of the young, skilled manpower. Next. These are some pictures from the tech park that is already underway. Next. The power sector has a huge potential. Our potential is nearly 3,000 megawatts, of which we have tapped so far 378 megawatts. So the power department has identified almost 7 projects wherein feasibility studies have been done, and close to 255 megawatts of generation capacity is available in the state, wherein almost 400 million US dollars worth of investable projects is also available. So here also, given Japan's strength in power sector, especially hydropower, we invite hydropower companies to look at this sector. Next. Bamboo is a very important sector for the state. Meghalaya is home to almost 26 species of different type of bamboo. We in the government have come up with a bamboo resource inventory of Meghalaya, where we have mapped each and every bamboo hotspot. As you can see in the map there, the number of tons of bamboo is available, the weight of the bamboo is available, and the regions where different kinds of bamboo is grown is available. So the bamboo sector, which is a very sustainable and important crop and akin to a lot of processing, is something that we're looking forward to in terms of investments. We also have a state bamboo mission that will promote enterprise at various levels. Next. Food processing is our strength. As Honorable Ambassadors pointed out, we are very rich in agri and horti produce. We have some of the best oranges in the world, some of the sweetest pineapples. We are known for the Lakadong turmeric, which has one of the highest curcumin contents in the world. We recently got a GI tag for Lakadong turmeric. We are already exporting this fruit to the Khasi mandarin and ginger to Dubai. You can see the picture in one of the malls in Dubai, the Lulu Mall. We are now looking for investments in terms of promoting food processing so that the value chain for agri-horti produce can be done here in the state of Meghalaya itself. On the back end, we have ensured that we have the farmer collectives. We have almost 400 farmer collectives that are producing and growing this high value organic produce. We also have, next, supporting infrastructure. For example, you can see these 2 pictures of the horti hubs, the prime hubs that we call it, the food parks that we have set up in the remotest corners of our state, which are self-sufficient in the sense that the produce is local. The one on the right is in one of the remote corners in Rongara block in South Garo Hills that borders Bangladesh. This is powered by solar power, and it processes jackfruit, and nearly 20 plus products, including vegan meat, is produced here by almost 8,000 farmers who are supported. On the left, you can see the other Babadam Agro Food Park that is processing cashew nut, ginger, and mustard. Next. We already spoke about the collaboration with mushroom. His Excellency mentioned this, that we are already working with the Yats Corporation in Miyagi Prefecture, who have given us the technology to produce shiitake blocks. And we are India's first commercial production of shiitake blocks that is happening here in the state of Meghalaya. We invested nearly 20 crore rupees to set up this shiitake mushroom production and training center, which has a capacity of 150,000 inoculated shiitake production blocks per annum, and we are supporting nearly 1,000 farmers in this. So we are thankful to the government of Japan and the Yats Corporation for this support. Further, moving on, we are looking for further support towards other such industry. As Dr. Vijay pointed out, we have also a tradition of brewing rice beer, for which we recently got a GI tag. It's called the Bichi in local language. We recently visited in Miyagi Prefecture itself the Sasaki Sake Brewery, which is an inspiring story which was destroyed during the tsunami, but the owner gave us a beautiful presentation and we were really touched by this presentation, and in fact we've invited the proprietor of the Sasaki Sake Brewery to come to Meghalaya and to work out a collaboration. So we're looking forward towards that collaboration. Next. Similarly, in strawberries, we know that Japan produces some of the most expensive strawberries in the world. In Miyagi, we visited the Tri-Berry farm where we tasted some of the most delicious strawberries. Meghalaya also produces strawberries given our agro-climatic zone, and we are looking for support in terms of IT, in harvesting and marketing of this high-value product, And through Miyagi Prefecture, we're looking for the transfer of technology to understand how technology can improve production of strawberry in Meghalaya. Next. The handloom, handicrafts, and textile sector is a very important sector in the state of Meghalaya, supporting a huge number of our people, especially women. We are known for Eri silk, which is the Ahimsa silk or the cruelty-free silk. Recently, we also received the GI tag for our Eri silk, which is known locally as Vindhya. And we can see on the slide one of our young entrepreneurs who have done a startup called Kiniho. We're producing this beautiful silk, which is naturally dyed using organic material, which we have also presented to our Honorable Finance Minister in the Government of India. So here also huge opportunity to tie up with our entrepreneurs, with our weavers, to enhance this product, because we understand that there's a very high value product which has very high value demand in the global market, given the fact that this is a cruelty-free silk. Next. We're also looking for partnership in natural resource management and disaster management. Meghalaya also is in a high seismic zone like Japan. We know Japan has done tremendous work in terms of disaster resilient buildings and technology. The slide on your left, the picture you see was something that our engineers learned on a visit to Japan, where we are adopting a Japanese style type of railings here in our tourist spots. So disaster management, natural resource management, forestry management, including water resource and landscape management. The Japanese gardens is something that we also want to collaborate with, so that we can get this technology from Japan and bring people from Japan to help us learn more about this. This is something that we discussed at the highest level with the Honorable Chief Minister during his visit to Japan, with the Miyagi Governor, His Excellency there. So this is something that we can definitely take forward, including transfer of technology for disaster monitoring and early warning systems. Next. Skilling is what we have, our Honorable Ambassador has spoken about. Many of our nurses are already in Japan in places like Tokyo, Hiroshima, Osaka, Kanagawa. We are looking forward to sending more such nurses. Already many are undergoing training, and we'll be sending many more of these nurses who have been very well received. We thank the government of Japan once again for their cooperation and their collaboration, the Indian embassy there for its coordination. And many of these nurses are sending remittances back home, and the families are very happy because they are very well settled there. They are happy. In fact, because of this initial batch of success, we are hopeful to send many more nurses, including other youth in different skill sectors. Next. So this is something that we also are very keen to take forward. We know that Japan is keen to engage nearly 50,000 skilled workers from Northeast India. And given our first mover advantage, where we have already sent nurses, we are looking forward to skill our youth in IT, in hospitality, food processing, so that we can send our youth to Japan. We already had the ASEAN 1 CEO, Mr. Nishikawa, visit Shillong in the month of May as a follow-up of our Japan visit. During our visit to Japan, we also interacted with the CEO and others, senior leadership of Messrs. Toyo Works for identifying opportunities, and we're looking forward to take this conversation forward. And as our respected Chief Secretary mentioned, we are hoping to create a Meghalaya-Japan skill corridor as a pilot in Northeast India. Next. So before I close, just on the regulatory frameworks, next, that is available for ease of doing business in Meghalaya. As we have heard, we are looking forward to become a $10 billion economy by 2028, in line with our Honorable Prime Minister's vision of a Viksit Bharat. In this, private sector investment opportunity is worth almost nearly $1 billion. Next. We have created an enabling regulatory framework to support businesses, a single window system. We have the Meghalaya Investment Promotion Authority, which is a statutory authority backed by an act of the state legislature. We have a dedicated team of people who are working in MIPA to facilitate investments. We have the Unified Investment Portal. We are working towards ensuring that all our approvals are fast-tracked. In fact, there's a centralized inspection system and an online grievance system, and there's a single window for investors to apply. They don't have to go to multiple departments to give their application forms. Next. We've also aligned our state investment industrial promotion policy called the MIIP 2024 with the Government of India's policy called Unnati, so that we have leveraged on Unnati's incentives, which offers capital investment incentives, interest subvention, and including tax reimbursement, where we are giving additional incentives for investing in rainwater harvesting, looking at water audits, or power service connection, including renewable energy. So we are trying to ensure that we look at sustainability as an important criteria. And we also have customized incentives for investments more than 100 crores, where we can discuss on the customized set of incentives. Next. As per our industrial investment promotion policy, these are the priority sectors. Hospitality and tourism is definitely on the top list, but we also are looking at biotechnology, healthcare, IT and ITES, food processing, power generation, including EV, fintech, tech startups, and also we are known for our music hub, our talent, our young youth who are very musically talented. So music, films, and entertainment also becomes a huge opportunity given the natural beauty of the state. We recently came out with a film tourism policy also to incentivize filming in the state of Meghalaya, logistics and BPO, and also green startups. Next. Combined with this, we also have different sectoral policies, as you see on the slide, from our startup policy to our IT and ITES policy, which offers different kind of other subsidies. We also are very keen on organic farming. We have an organic farming policy. A lot of our cultivation is already organic, including the horti produce that I spoke about. And we also have a youth policy to promote youth services in the state. Next. The last two slides is on the portal itself. We have a dedicated portal, so I request all who are interested, who are joining physically in Tokyo, to look at this website called invest.meghalaya.gov.in, which has on one website all the investable opportunities in the state of Meghalaya. There's a form called Intent to Invest for those who want to, who have an intention to invest, and once you register, our team will guide you on the next process. And all that we spoke about, that we presented, is in detail present on this beautiful website, which is a one-stop shop for all the investment opportunities in the state. Next, we also have the Unnati website, which is the central government's portal for the investment policy for the northeastern region of India, which we are also leveraging, and this also has added incentives. So this is at unnati.dpit.gov.in. Next, we've also have some important examples on our website to show what are the investments or incentives that you're getting back over a period of time. So for example, if an investor invests 1.1 million US dollars, incentives worth almost 3.5 million US dollars are coming back over a period of time, from your tax reimbursements to your capital investment to interest subvention to other investments that I already mentioned. So with this, I conclude. I thank you for your kind attention. And once again, we thank His Excellency Mr. C.B. George and the entire team of the Indian Embassy in Tokyo, Mr. Nakajo, and all the dignitaries who have heard this presentation for your kind patience, and we welcome you to invest in the state of Meghalaya. Thank you one and all.
Thank you, sir. I now invite Mr. Sarvesh, Assistant Vice President, Invest India, for his presentation.
His Excellency C.B. George Sir, Honorable Chief Secretary of the State, Mr. Walong, and other dignitaries present, and my friends, Konnichiwa, good afternoon. I'm Sarvesh from Invest India. Let me take you through key highlights of where India is economically at this moment, and then we come to the introduction for Invest India and where we can help you. So, as you might know, India is the fourth largest economy in the world. It surpassed Japan earlier this year. We are standing at something around USD $4.2 trillion economy and growing around 6 to 8% GDP growth rate year on year, which makes us one of the fastest growing large economies in the world for the last many years. Now, what this entails is also that this growth is basically a parameter of the large population that we have, a large working age population within that is there with an average age of something around 28, 29 years, which gives a lot of room for improvement, a lot of room for innovation, and lot of manpower, lot of consumption in the domestic market. India is poised to grow higher than China or Brazil, which are, let's say, our peers when we compare emerging markets at a global scale. And a lot of parameters are leading this growth rate, which is the stable society, stable government, opportunities for each and every one, and better business of and significant government reforms that have taken place in the past few years. A good focus of the government of India recently has been on Make in India, that is manufacturing in India. On the left hand side, there's a chart which shows that investments in the country, both foreign and domestic investments from the private sector, is seeing significant portion of that investment focused on manufacturing opportunities. It is hovering around 40% of the total investments into manufacturing activities since the time of COVID. And on the right hand side is the chart which is comparing India's performing manufacturing PMI index, which is a measurement of how manufacturing is doing in a particular geography. India is significantly outperforming other peers month on month, year on year. It is normally understood that a PMI rating of above 50 is considered expansionary, and India has registered this expansionary zone manufacturing PMI index over last 3+ years, 40 months if I'm not wrong. Now, let's say where Japan contributes to this. We have seen significant interest from Japanese companies, and if we look at Japanese investments in India, foreign direct investment directly coming from Japan, not routed through other geographies like Singapore, Malaysia, or Maldives. This is the chart depicting that growth, and since 2021-22, we are seeing this another spike in Japanese interest in the country. There's a lot of Japanese companies looking to set up manufacturing in India across EV, auto, electronics, chemicals, pharmaceutical, textiles, and other sectors. Infrastructure, green energy definitely becomes one of the favorite topics for Japanese companies if I look at it. Total investments from Japan to India since April 2000, that is when the data is being measured, is something around $44 billion. And this is combined with, let's say, over 1,400 Japanese companies in India as of last reported date. If I look at where Invest India comes into play, we are hand-holding these companies, offshore companies, to come to India, understand business in India, and making sure that their objective of return on investments is being met. We try and create a win-win scenarios for businesses and make sure that they understand India properly, they understand the opportunities in India properly, and they are well strategized to take care of those benefit of those opportunities. We are at the intersection of, let's say, government, regulators, and the industry from three sides. We act as the bridge between the private sector, that is private companies across the globe, and the government of India on the other side. Within Invest India, we have a dedicated Japan Plus desk where we focus on supporting Japanese companies in coming to India, helping them expand in India. And this desk has been set up in partnership with Ministry of Economy, Trade and Industry, Government of Japan, where a representative from JETRO works with us on a regular basis. We collaborate with JETRO on a regular basis to ensure that each and every Japanese company is aided in the proper manner. Likewise, we also have teams for different states, including a team for Meghalaya, which would be working directly with the government of Meghalaya on a regular basis and ensuring that companies interested in Meghalaya get the right picture of the state, right opportunities in the state, and their investment journey is as streamlined as possible. The services that we offer are, for broader understanding, can be helping you understand the business opportunity in India, ensuring that policy, regulations, these advisory services are done in a proper manner. You have all the market understanding and research done before actually deciding to come to India, and then we help you with site options, land options, and if in case you face any issues, we are there to resolve the issues. I would like to take you through a sample case that Japanese company that we have helped in the recent past. Now this company came to us with one project where they wanted to expand. They were present in South and West India. They came to us to expand to Northern India, where we help them understand the policy, help them understand the market, the kind of customers they will have, introduce them to a few customers, showed them land options, and ensured that they have the right policy framework in place before deciding to actually jump into Northern India. Now, while we were doing this, the company also had another breakthrough where they wanted to set up a biogas facility in the country. Now, this biogas facility is something that they had done in Japan but had not experienced that in India. So helping them understand how the biogas ecosystem in India, right from where the biogas is being generated, where the cow dung is coming from, the biogas is being generated, and who are the off-takers for those biogas. So basically the raw material side, the demand side, as well as helping them understand the regulatory aspect of it, helping them with meetings with corresponding ministries in Government of India who can help them, guide them in the right manner, so that they have a 365-degree view of the ecosystem before actually deciding to jump into it. And once they decided to do that, we are helping them with land options. We are helping them with kind of offtake agreement that they can have, kind of partnerships they can have in setting up this biogas facility. And likewise, the company has also shown interest in a third opportunity where we are helping them in a similar manner. If I talk of the Northeast team or the Meghalaya team in particular, we, like I said, we have a dedicated team working with the state of Meghalaya, helping them ground investments in that particular state. And I see significant Japanese interest in the northeastern part of India, where over 70 Japanese companies have come in that part. Some of the marquee names you can see on your screen on the right hand side. And this is a glimpse of what kind of companies are actually coming to Northeast India. We have seen Arms Incorporation in significant amount present in Northeast India and growing in Northeast India. They understand the opportunities that India presents vis-a-vis Japan, and that is what they are trying to channel and benefit from. Some of the major engagement that we have done in the recent past is there's a Japanese delegation that we took that courtesy JETRO and JBIC and JCCI and the Embassy of Japan in India. Definitely, they conducted a roadshow roundtable for Japanese delegation in Assam, which is one of the entries to Northeast India in earlier this year. We also had a 7th Act-East business show in Meghalaya specifically, where we targeted and interacted with such Southeast Asian countries, ASEAN countries, and likewise. We also had a Northeast Investor Summit recently, where the different states in Northeast India, including Meghalaya, they interacted with investors in person and showed them around the state and the opportunities therein. We also had the Chief Minister of Assam visit Japan earlier this year, something around January, to meet investors and invite them to India, Assam. I understand this Meghalaya state was also in Japan in April, I think. So with this, I would like to conclude, and I would thank you all for coming today, and hopefully I will see you come to India really soon. We'll be happy to connect at the email ID mentioned on your screen. Thank you. Arigatou gozaimasu.
Thank you, sir. We will now move on to a screening of a short video on the beautiful state of Meghalaya.
I am Meghalaya, the land of clouds. Here, they grace the sky with their elegance, casting shadows and light across my land. Ribbons of cascading water flow with untamed grace, carving pathways through my heart. Venture into the depths of my ancient caves, where echoes of history linger in majestic forms, revealing secrets sculpted by unseen hands. Across my living root bridges, marvels of botanical ingenuity and a testament to nature's symphony intertwined with human craftsmanship. Stroll through my sacred forests, each step echoing the wisdom of ages. Stand amidst ancient monoliths, steadfast witnesses to centuries of history. Gaze into my crystal clear rivers, where boats appear to float on air. For the adventurous, I offer pools for swimming, trails for trekking, and rivers for boating. Each turn a new adventure. My pathways tell tales of care, as the community's devotion to cleanliness unfolds a symphony of sustainable living, enhancing the beauty of my enchanting realm. Feel the pulse of my spirit and ancient heritage through vibrant festivals and rich traditions, where joy and music resonate in stories woven with rhythm and flair. Savor the bounty of my land. Flavors reflecting the lives and practices of my people. My kitchen offers cuisine that is simple, healthy, and delightful. Skilled hands shape clay into beautiful pottery. And weave tales with airy silk threads, spun gently without harm, each craft a testament to artistry and kindness. Experience solace and luxury in my embrace, where modern comforts merge with nature for a harmonious retreat. Join in my celebration, where melodies and dances echo under the night sky, and festivals light up with communal joy. destination. I am a journey, an experience waiting to unfold. Explore the magic and let me capture your heart with my wonders. Welcome to Meghalaya. I am unforgettable.
With this, we come to the end of today's seminar. Thank you all our dignitaries who have joined us virtually and in presence. And please join us for networking and refreshments outside in the foyer. Thank you.
Jericho, Jerry-nya pakai patay mo na. Arigato. Humingi sila ng link. Sabi mo katatapos lang natin eh, nangangano ka eh. Ngayon lang binigay sa akin tapos link. Maghintay sila.